week.
The creators of this program are a couple of 30-year-old third graders. Apparently, their moms failed in the socialization process, and they've got the morals of dogs, in my honest opinion, and worse. And it would be bad enough if they were reflecting their personal lack of morality using adults as characters, but to be using third graders and to put their filthy, rotten, disgusting behavior and sense of humor into the package of third-grade animated characters and to air it at a time of day when kids are up in droves and can watch this stuff is unconscionable.
Comedy Central has always taken the position and continues to that South Park is not a show for kids. And we don't air it before 10 p.m. We don't promote it until after 7 p.m. And we agree with parents that this is not a show appropriate for children. And my personal feeling is that parents should be aware and responsible of what their children are doing and make the decisions that they think are appropriate for their kids.
Damn it, be quiet, Elvin! Shut up, Elvin! No, Elvin, bad Elvin!
Gross vulgarity, lewdness, blasphemy, cruel violence. One of the kids is killed every week or almost every week. And also, I would just say glorification of antisocial behavior. I mean, these kids are role models for everything that any parent in their right minds would not want their children to do.
They put out a big pamphlet on how to stop South Park, basically, and how to write the sponsors and get it taken off the air. And it's actually a brilliant piece of literature because it's sort of, it literally has on it, here's what the Bible says. Here's, John 3:16. And here's what Cartman says. And let's compare the two things and see which is better for your child.
God damn it, you stepped on my foot, you pig fucker! Dude, don't say pig fucker in front of Jesus. Ah, fuck you.
Then what Cartman's saying, wait a second.
Yeah,
it's
Jesus
in
says-
direct contradiction to what Jesus said.
Yeah, Jesus said, I am the way. And Cartman says, hey, fuckface, so they say, so see, after seeing this, you can see why we need to get rid of South Park. And so
It's kind of like a really great piece of
It's a great-
avant-garde abstract art.
It's really cool.
I respect creativity. I mean, I'm not against it. And art and all that stuff. But if you use your talents to destroy and to tear apart and to set role models for behavior that lead people into trouble, you haven't done anything good for society. You perverted a talent, not exercised it in a way that will benefit your neighbor.
My mother's very pure, very wholesome woman. And so when I remember we did Spirit of Christmas, she definitely didn't laugh. And she was kind of like, oh, they're so cute. I don't know why they have to talk that way. And then after, she saw all the money, now she'll call up and say, honey, I've got a really good idea. The little fat kid, he should be like, fuck you, Kyle, you fucking Jew.
Can I have a car?
Yeah. And I'll say, okay, Mom. And she said, well, I give you that idea, so, get me another car.
Buy me a car.
I'm like, fuck you, Mom. You know what? Fuck you. Like, I'm the one who did this show. I'm the one that, came out here and worked my ass off. You can go fuck yourself, Mother.
It's clear those boys owe a big debt to their moms, proving inspiration always starts at home.
We both grew up in Colorado. He grew up in more of the mountains. I grew up in Denver. And a lot of South Park is not exactly based on, but, a lot of the characters are based on, like people we grew up with or people that, like, for instance, Trey's high school counselor is in the show.
Boo!
Now who is that? That is not appropriate behavior, okay?
I'm sorry, Mr. Mackey. Okay.
And the place itself, South Park, is a real part of Colorado. And
But it's like when Matt and I started talking about third grade experiences and things that happen in third grade, we realized that sort of no matter where you were from, they were similar. You were a little bastard and you talked about disgusting things and had totally different values. And
you always had a fat friend.
Yeah, you always had a fat friend, you always had a poor friend, so that became Cartman and Kenny. And so, so almost all of it's based on reality.
Wow, look at that ass!
Well, technically, I'm supposed to be Stan and Matt's supposed to be Kyle. That's sort of where it all started, was like Stan was the little me and Kyle was the little Matt. But as the further we go along, we realize we're really both more Cartman.
Yeah, just big fat bastards.
Yeah.
Shh, don't scare him. Hey there, little guy. Bad! Cartman, why? Why do you always have to hit stuff with a stick? Well, look at him, he's all, look at him.
You can have a little fat 8-year-old sort of say whatever he wants about any race because you forgive him because he's a little fat 8-year-old who doesn't know any better.
No, Starvin' Marvin, that's Kenny's cream cone. No, Starvin' Marvin, that's a bad Starvin' Marvin.
And Kyle is a Jew, in a nutshell.
From Canada.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Jewish people can't eat Christmas, no?
I don't know.
Stan is sort of
kinda-
the sensitive one, like, you know, he's the most emotional.
Kenny is poor. Kenny's the kind of kid who would drink gas or eat worms just to impress you.
Shotgun! It's my car, I called it first, shotgun! Kenny, I called shotgun! Kenny, look, go get it!
We don't sit around and go, okay, who can we offend this week? Who can we make fun of? It always comes from, oh, I remember in 3rd grade something that really bummed me out was when I lost my dog and I had to go find him, and that's where we'll start, you know, and then we'll make the dog gay and all that stuff. But now it's just so more out of necessity, you know. You create a script because you have to, because if you don't get your money. And it used to be, you know, we were kids. We had our, you know, to us it used to be about, oh, let's make cool stuff, you know, because that's all we cared about then. And now it's the money. Now we care about the money, and everything's, you know, clearer and it makes sense, and it's like, get the script in because then you get money, you know, and that's the key.
Yeah, it really is the key.
Now, Matt and Trey have always stayed true to the style of their early work, but the increasing demands and deadlines have forced changes in the animation process.
Animation process.
Well-
Trey knows. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff with the animation process. The thing is that
The animation process.
it's, you know, really complex. We start off the animation process, it's all cutting out all the construction paper.
Oh, yeah.
Design everything, cut all the construction paper out. Then we scan that into computer so that we can move and manipulate them. And then it's like, you know, getting the voices in there. Then it's all dumped into this editing machine, and we can look at sort of each shot and do whatever we need to with it. That is the animation process.
This is the storyboard department. South Shank Penitentiary. Pretend as if you're working.
Storyboards.
They take the script, turn it into the storyboards, and then the corrals is what we build the actual characters off of.
You know, storyboards are like you have to draw the things first on a piece of paper, and then you know, we look at that and go, yeah, let's do it that way.
We get a script from Trey and Matt, and we storyboard the script frame by frame like a comic strip. We do character designs for any new characters, or we do background and layout.
Greg, as a storyboarder, goes and he's the one who sort of draws these things out, and let me tell you, as far as storyboarders go, he's the best.
He's one of the best.
I think he's the best.
I think he might be the Michael Jordan of storyboarding.
Well, my interview just went like, you know, I gave him my portfolio, and they looked at it, and they're like, well, you can draw circles, so that's fine. He's hired.
The vision and the presence he brings, you know, to his job, and the passion.
You look at his stuff and you go,
He'd throw in scenes that would say chaos ensues. So we have to look at the boards and go, okay, chaos ensues. How do you draw that? And then Trey sometimes will put a note in there, like he'll say, screw you, Greg. You know, because he knows that I'm going to have to do it.
We're astounded by it every day. There's not a day that goes by that we're just not amazed with Greg.
Greg.
With Greg, he's just amazing.
It's like that.
This is the audio facilities they're recording here, so we gotta be a little quiet. They do all the dialogue, and then all the sound effects, all the sound design is done here. We do all that stuff in-house.
I'm going for help. I'll be back as soon as I can. Remember, don't get off this bus or a big scary monster will eat you.
Hey, why doesn't the scary monster eat her? 'Cause, dumbass, scary monsters don't eat big, fat, smelly bitches.
What did you say?
I said Larry King won't grant me 3 wishes.
I do most of the women on the show. I'm all the mothers,
Including Kenny's mother, who basically is Bill Clinton, only female.
Mary Kay
does the voices.
Of course, you know, I'm also Kyle's mother, who is just insane.
It's only a matter of time before they're selling their bodies and buying smack.
Well,
yeah, she does the voices.
She does a great job in the voices.
Mary Kay,
you can see the effort and just the passion she does those voices
when
with.
she does the voices, she's like, you know, her head's like, I'm doing voices now.
Everything is so wonderful when you're Wendy Testaburger.
And you really get this feeling from her that she's really like, I'm gonna do these voices.
Yeah, she's really, I mean, she tackles everything with such gusto.
You from England? Where the hell is that anyway?
And she'll do a line and we'll go, now try it this way, you know, and she'll do it again. Now try it that way, you know, and we'll just, till we get it just right.
There's just so many women characters on the show, and they keep coming up with new ones. So, you know, there'll be a whole bunch of new ones this season as well.
Really, they're all the same character. I mean, we could do this show with one person, it'd be the same show.
We wouldn't make any more or less money, so who cares?
We really need to, we're gonna trim down characters next season, make it just about one person, because then we only gotta do one voice, we only gotta write one character. It'll be so much easier.
How about a little more of that good lovin', Chef?
Damn, woman. I just gave you sweet lovin' 5 minutes ago. You trying to kill me?
Directing Isaac is sort of different than everyone else because he's in New York, so we've got to do it over the phone. And with Isaac, sometimes you got to be a little rough. Sometimes, you know, because he won't quite get it on the first few, you know.
He's kind of a free spirit, Isaac, and he has his own ideas about the show.
Yeah. They gave me some freedom, you know, for my interpretation. They gave me the guidelines. And I interpreted what I want to do and some ad-libbing in the end and things like that.
So he'll say,